Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Course. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest versions earlier, then you can go to their Patreon. I forgot to actually look that up, how much it is. So, on the last Let's Play, we finally were able to go to town where we went to a tea house with, of course, Rune, but also Lake in Jorgen. Good times. It'd be interesting to go to Norway. Actually, I should ask a friend of mine, because they live around, that hemisphere, if they could send me pictures of general area, because it'd be interesting to see that. Though I guess I could just type in pictures of Norway. In Norwegian. It's probably not like the game, what is it? Assassin's Creed. But anyways, enough, divergent. Let's reset my face. And continue. I feel dizzy. It's because Rune's close. And blood... my heart's fluttering. Huh? Everything alright? Yeah, just too much tea, I think. Okay. I knew tea had caffeine, but I didn't know how much. And apparently, it's a lot. I don't feel much. Maybe you're not used to drinking caffeine? But it was worth it. It was a nice experience being there. I really chilled out. It was good to have something like this after a few hours of lectures. So wait, does the main character not drink caffeine? That's weird. Wind ruffles the fur on my head, cool and fresh, blowing from the sea. Looking around, everything seems more colorful and sharp now, beautiful in the evening sunlight. Lake, and also Jorgen. Yeah, I feel that too. That, and the caffeine kicking in. I hope I'll be able to sleep today. By the way, what are your plans? I'm asking because I want to visit a local art space, and we'd have to turn left to reach it. Sorry, I just came back from exercising, which makes me sleepy. But I wanted to do a Let's Play and meet all the local people. Or all the foodies. And see Rune's seducing face. I hope to watch the sunset from the coast. It's not that close to the west of the island, so I better start going there now. Ooh? Sunset sounds lovely, and I want to see the coast too. Great. So, we see each other again on the bus? Later then. Have fun. See you later. And we are left alone, standing in the empty alley. Eventide glow on our faces. Eventide? How nice it feels. The rustle of leaves, the evening atmosphere, and the cold air, and the two of us, with this gorgeous town to explore. Rune's eyes meet mine for a moment, before he looks away, and I remember this morning, how he woke up in the same bed, his arms across my chest. The alarm woke us both, and Rune jumped out of bed, looking away. I'm surprised they just... because I was saddened that the game went from us sleeping together to already in town. But ooh, his embarrassed face. Also, sorry that I keep on doing these side notes. Broken Harbors came out, like, not too long ago, where it's a side story about Rune and Devon. I didn't catch any of those vibes. Like, I knew they were close, but I didn't think they were that close. Anyways, we didn't talk about it, and he acted like his usual self the whole day. But now that we're alone, he seems to be thinking of it too. But, and again, sorry, and on a side note, it makes me feel less, put off by seducing the teacher, But how is he feeling about it? Rune? Yeah? How are you feeling? After the news from yesterday, I mean. Well, not good. I wasn't prepared for that, but it's my fault for not working hard enough. Oh, Rune. I don't think that's the right takeaway. But it's not the end of the world. I see how it goes once the season starts. I'll see how it goes once the season starts. Maybe I'll get to play a lot, just not from the start of the game. I nod. There's nothing I could add, really. By the way, thank you for yesterday. If I had have stayed alone, I just keep thinking about it all night. I was happy to be there. If you need that again, just tell me. And chuckle, but I can't be sure if he'll understand that as a joke, or as an actual offer. I'm not sure which one it is myself. Thanks. So, this way. We should be there in 15 minutes. If we were to open a place like that, I'd like to be outside of the city center, somewhere more quiet and less commercial, off the beaten path. If you want to make a community, it makes much more sense to target the local people than tourists. Right, and the rent would for sure be lower. I imagine the prices of the center to be outrageous. I don't really know. I didn't do much research, but that's probably true. And after the closing hours, I could invite friends for some private events. That's the coolest part, I think. Quite, yeah, a private bar. Now, I really hope he starts his own place. Was he talking about renting a tea house? Sorry, it's been, I think, at least a month? I'm really glad that they added this thing here. Yeah, over a month. We leave town and walk through the barrier of greenery. When we turn right, the wide coast opens before us, the smell of sea and the gentle breeze, water undulating, and the towering mountains behind them, stretching in both directions like edges of a crater, all hit me at once. Yeah, I have visited a place that's kind of like this. Maybe not this rural, but the landscape looked the same. Besides Alaska. Oh. And the sunset sky, stained orange and pink, reflected in the sea, distorted into splotches of color on the peaks and valley of waves. Sorry. My paw reached into the bag for the camera by itself, and I snap a picture of what's ahead of me. No regards to composition paid. Quiet. Only then do I take a look around. The town is just behind the trees, but here on the dirt path, we're surrounded by nature. A handful of people stroll along the coast, most dressed in black, looking at the horizon in silence. Left or right? If we go left, we'll make it back in town eventually. So we turn and go left, both quiet, the nature around us demanding full attention. Leaving by the coast is absolutely the best. Don't you live by the coast in Anslo? I remember you mentioning that. Close to it, but the coast in Anslo is all concrete, plus some trees and pots. I like this place more. Yeah, the coast is pretty cool. It's so quiet. The town already was, but now it feels, like we've left all the sounds behind, and only our paws scrape against the dirt underneath. You know, I haven't seen anybody's feet, but we wear shoes, right? I see why. It would be nice to still live in Onslow, but somewhere further from the center, somewhere where nature is all around, untamed, not concentrated in pots and lawns. A house somewhere in the southwestern part with a nice big kitchen, a living room with windows facing south, so I'd have sun all day. Oh yeah, because they're all the way north. I can show you which place I was thinking of. I think there's a metro nearby. That's definitely the most convenient option. Rune grabs his phone and opens the map, looking around. Not a flat? They're convenient, and living in the center has so many perks. I'm torn. Both are appealing, but for different reasons. I'll likely stay in the flat. It's less a hassle, and I like having everything close by in walking distance. Yeah, same. Though Henslow has such great public transport that you could get anywhere easily anyway. I guess. Oh, isn't that lake? Indeed, ahead of us is Lake in Jorgen, walking in our direction. Lake is carrying a linen bag, and seems to be very excited about something, a wide grin adorning its face. Hey! He waves with his other paw, jogging towards us. Hey there. Hey, I got something for you. Ooh, I got it. Look here. Rune shows me his phone, finger pointing at the neighborhood at the very coast. At the neighborhood at the very coast? Rune shows me his phone, finger pointing at the neighborhood at the very coast. At the same time, Lake takes out a paper box from his bag and shoves it towards Rune, his paw colliding with Rune's and sending the phone flying. No! Like, uh-oh. Like an comedy. The phone flies in a low arc, all three of us looking at it in daze, and it lands in sea with a single heavy splash. Rune stares at the sea blankly, his arm still outstretched and paw open. Ah, Finn! Then he runs towards the water, hooves scraping at the gravel and sand. He fishes the phone out of the water and shakes it, sending droplets everywhere, returning to the shore with trousers soaked. Is it working? I don't know. It's all wet. He wipes on his jeans before clicking the side button, then a few times more. No. Oh, fuck. Rune, I'm so sorry. I had no idea how this happened. It happens. Don't worry. He doesn't look at us, though. His voice is completely flat, just his tail glued to his leg. Maybe you could put it in rice, and it absorb the moisture? Do you have rice, maybe? No. It wasn't waterproof? I thought most phones are now. Yeah, I was thinking about that, because, I did have a notification on my phone a while ago where it was there's moisture detected near the charger port or something like that. Though I wouldn't want to test putting my phone in water. No, I got something budget-friendly. I don't need an expensive phone, and if I break it, I wouldn't regret it as much. So, I guess that came in handy now, at least. Oh, that he can get a new phone cheap as well? I just wanted to give you a cardamom bun. I bought a bunch at the bakery. Thanks. Maybe it's still repairable? Maybe. I'd like to try, at least. I can't even take out the bakery. Now, they're just built in, and not can't take out the battery. Now they're just built in and not replaceable. Yeah, I hate that. Because I had a laptop that had a replaceable battery, but then I got a new laptop that doesn't, and the new battery sucks. Because it do be like that sometimes. Hey, what'd I just miss? Nothing important. Let's continue. We should be back at parking soon. Huh? Everything alright? Yes, let's go. And we continue along the shore in silence, now heavy with words unspoken. Rune tries to look cheerful, but his tail betrays the mood, and Lake looks down at his paws the whole time. Both me and Jorgen stay quiet, sensing that Rune doesn't need distractions, but rather some time to process his loss. Maybe the phone had a sentimental value to him, or something. I'd like to help him, but I don't know how, so I walk along, Hear from him if he needs to talk. Strap your seatbelts, please. We're leaving in a moment. The bus doors close with a hiss, followed by the engine's low rumble, like a beast waking to life. Everyone's in, and without any delays, the vehicle starts. Soon, we're out of town, back in the woods. Rune is looking out the window, at the thick cover of clouds draped across the gloomy sky. Against their gray backdrop, his face reflects in the window pane, expressionless and distant. Looking forward to being back in the guest house? How about a visit to the sauna once we're there? I'm met with silence only. Is there anything I can do? I want to help, but I'm afraid I'd only make things worse by pressing. Maybe snuggle up to him or hold his hand? I feel sorry for him. Not having a phone isn't just an inconvenience, it's like losing a limb. You don't have, like, a backup phone or anything that you could use now? It's not about the phone. Huh? What's it about then? I had all my demos on it, all the songs I was working on, all the tabs for them, all the newest recordings. Yeah, that's why you should back up your stuff. Though, I feel like you should be able to get your data off them at least. I can't remember when I last did a backup, but it was before summer. Oh. That is worse. A phone is just a phone, a replaceable tool, but your own work? How much did you record on it? I don't even know. I record things, so I don't have to remember them. Okay, sorry for another side note. I remember when I had so when I started making videos, I'd record it on the same drive, and it would be like 300 gigabytes, but I'd have to compress it so I wouldn't have many videos, like maybe 2 weeks worth of videos. And then I had an external hard drive that had like maybe 1 terabyte or 4 terabytes. And I remember I was stupid. I would have that thing on my laptop, and I'd have it on an ottoman, and I accidentally kicked it off, fell on the floor, and that was a ton of videos that were lost. Not fun. But yeah, that was like years ago. Now I have a 16 terabyte hard drive that's on the floor right there. It never moves. Wait, did I change my face? Good enough. And you don't remember any of the things you're working on? I remember the ones I tried to put into shape lately. At least I think I do. But that's far from even a quarter of them. It's months of my work flushed away into the sea. I can't find any words that could make the situation better, so I try to comfort him the best way I know how. I lean on him and drape my arm around him, pulling him close into a hug. He tenses up, then relaxes, leaning back on me with a deep sigh. It's like an instant pot, releasing all the built-up pressure. The scenery rose behind the window, the land unraveling, and, holding each other, we feel the forest and the snow enveloping us in an embrace of their own. As time stretches forward, as the road before us, slow and droning. But eventually, I feel some hesitation in Rune. He pulls back, smiling, but his voice is there. But in his voice, there is still a hint of sadness. Thanks. Dance you both. It's a good time. It's good to be back. Also, I need to maybe ask on the forums about that. Like, what is this image here? Every time I see it, I think of that one, not like Antiques Roadshow, but kind of like the thing where people can bid on stuff on the TV, and it's like 2 gay rats or something like that. It's kind of famous. Or set my face again. You didn't want to go back. No, wait, you didn't want to go back? It was good to be in the town too. There's still tomorrow. We could make some plans together again, if you'd like to. Sounds like a good idea. Tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, though? Sure. See you at supper, then? See you. Rune deflates again, the mask of smiling slipping off his tired face. He looks a good few years older than yesterday. Yeah, he does look very... I'm not sure if this is a new sprite, but man, he does look tired. Tired? Just fed up with things. It'd be rad if everything went well. 2 awful days in a row. Aw. It wasn't all that bad. Come on. Don't. Being benched, then losing your artistic work. Benched and losing artistic work. That's a lot for 2 days, especially for someone as dedicated as Rune. Hell, I'm awful at consoling people. Yeah, you kind of are, but I guess I kind of am too. I mean, it's rough. You shouldn't beat yourself up over it, though. None of it is your fault. I'd argue with that. It was great to sit together at the tea house, by the way. I really enjoyed it. If you'd like to go again tomorrow, or in Onslow, I'd be down for it. And at least we're in a nice, comfortable guest house on a pretty cool camp. Things could be worse. I guess. It's nice we have a swimming pool here. Actually, I think I'll go for a swim. I always feel good afterwards. A swim. Maybe I could use some activity too? Maybe I'll join you. I thought about working on some photos, but I'll have some time later for that. Actually, I'd ask him if he would mind before inviting yourself. We stopped before the door to Rune's room, the deer putting a paw on the metal handle. Feel free to join. Okay, I'll go to my room and drop off my stuff and grab my swimming trunks. See you in the locker room in 5 minutes? Maybe 10. I'll rest for a bit first. Man, my room again. I just feel like main character needs to be like, hey, Rune, I know that we've known each other for like 2 whole days. Which, yeah, it doesn't seem like a lot. You could be like, you can just defrag in front of me. You don't have to put up a persona in front of me. Though saying that might not be the best thing. I don't know. I'm not a people person, all that stuff, you know? I miss it already, and the day seems so long. My body yearns to go straight to bed and lie down, face to the pillow, but I know I can't. If I lay down now, I'd fall asleep immediately. And wake up in 2 hours, groggy and dazed. Yeah, I know that feeling. I'm getting over it, but it had jet lag like a mother. So I drop my bags on the floor, take out my camera, and put it on the table next to my laptop. Hell, I still have a lot of time. I open up my laptop and plug the camera in to transfer the photos. Before 5 minutes passes, all the photos are on the hard drive. I take a quick scroll through them. It looks like it was a good haul. I got a few nice ones. But it's time to go. I grab a towel and swim trunks and leave the room. Dark. At the entrance of the lobby, I bump into Lake, standing beside the panoramic window, looking outside. I glance in the direction he was looking, but there's nothing unusual in the forest and mountains behind them. There are deep shades under his eyes. He looks tired, but foremost, sad. That's another word I haven't seen before. What's up? Everything alright? No. Dark, I ruined Rune's phone. I should give him a new one, but I can't afford it. He didn't bring that up, and I'm thankful. It would kill me financially, but I feel so bad about this. What can I do? I've been looking for him to apologize again, but I want to repay him somehow. Poor Lake. It is his fault, but accidents happen. He only had good intentions. I have no heartfelt to tell him about why Rune was sad about the phone. That would break him. Hey, it's okay. Rune isn't angry at you. Just disappointed. I mean, it was an accident, and he doesn't blame you at all. I snuggle the line closely. Like Rune, he's tense at first, but slowly relaxes, and puts his arm around me in return. His flannel shirt is soft. All of him feels soft and vulnerable, and very light. I can feel his ribs through his thick material, and sorry about my phone. Forgot to put the silencer on. If you feel like you should, you can go to Rune and tell him how you feel. I'm sure he'll understand. He went to the swim pool. You could catch him there or try later. Though, in your place, I'd leave him alone for now and let him process things first. Thank you. Maybe I should. Yeah. I'll try at supper. I'm sure he'll be there. Good. How's your day in general? Maybe he'll cheer up if I distract him with something else. At the shore, he ran up to us all happy, so I'm sure the rest of his day must have been nice. Good. I was in a bar with Toruf and tried some nice beers. Toruf, huh? I thought you'd go somewhere with Jorgen. Jorgen went to some kind of gallery. Didn't sound like my thing, and I agreed to go with Toruf earlier. I like spending time with him. Well, you like doing something with him. Though, here's the thing. When I saw Toruf, I thought he was a top. But then, out of all the times you do stuff with him, when he smooches you and froths, that's kind of like top verses, but then he does two subby things. At which point I was like, okay, he would top Lake, but then it's like, well, Lake seems like a subby boy. I mean, Bjorn could be Dom. I would think Toruf is Dom. Rune would be Dom. I'm trying to think of the entire cast. But anyways. Where are you going, by the way? I'll join Rune at the pool. I could use a swim. I feel so sleepy after today. Good luck. Now check out what Jorgen's up to. Poor Lion. I'm glad it wasn't me who knocked his phone into the sea. And knocked the phone. I'd pay for it, but I couldn't look Rune in the eyes again. There you are. Sorry, I got caught up with something. Rune doesn't look a single bit bothered anymore, unlike Lake. Either he's easy to rebound, or so good at hiding his emotions, at least until they burst, like yesterday. I moved to open a locker and began undressing myself. I haven't listened to much music today. If the day went differently, I'd have put the headphones on the bus, but I had a gloomy stag to perk up. I love to listen to some nimble foxes now. They fit the place so well. Now I wonder if nimble foxes is a thing for something else. Or perfume progeny? Oh yeah. I hadn't listened to him in a long time. Okay, I'm gonna have to censor that. Same with washes. But I feel like listening to something unabashedly and shamelessly gay. Being here, in the locker room with Rune, it seems so fitting. Unfortunately for me, I was checking out videos that I posted and I saw one where there's a scene like this with Lake, and I forgot to censor that. But hopefully, since it's so much out of the screen, you don't notice it. The cover art for one early Perfume Prodigy album pops into my mind, with bare-chested boys sitting on the bench, two of them linked by a piece of cloth. Something in it touched me deeply when I first saw it, and sometimes when I think of my attraction to someone, I see it again. The connection, not shown directly, but through symbol, something delicate and barely visible. My attraction sometimes feels like that too, concealed but consuming. When in my swimming shorts, I feel great tiredness overcome me. I don't want to swim, but tired beyond any physical activity. Wait, I'm tired. I haven't slept enough for this. Rune? Yeah? I don't think I can swim. I'll just go and rest in the sauna. Oh, everything okay? I mean, here's the thing. You could just chill on the side of the pool, you know? Also, why did Rune switch his underpants, or was he just conspicuously naked, like, for some reason? Everything okay? Yeah, I'm just tired. It'd be nice to swim, but I feel even more tired just thinking about it. I get it. So catch you later? At supper, perhaps? Sure. Rune waves to me before hitting the pool. As he walks away, my eyes involuntarily follow his butt, framed by his cute tail and muscular legs, and I'm reminded of all the complicated feelings I'm feeling towards this stag. I admire him, I really do, but as I start to talk to him, I'm getting to know another side of him too. A more approachable one, someone to befriend, not admire. And be thirsty for. Sauna. The wave of heat licks first at my nose, then at my fur. We all wet from the shower. I breathe in slowly, letting the hot air fill my lungs. In and out. In. The feeling of familiarity overcomes me, and my body relaxes, knots ooh-woo, untying, and strings becoming undone. On light pause, I walk up to the window and sit down on the middle bench, towel underneath me. I keep the slow rhythm of breathing, counting in my head. A long inhale to the bottom of my lungs, and then an exhale, twice as long, until I'm empty. My mind empties too. No thoughts, head empty. As I look outside at the forest, at the mountains behind it, their outline barely visible in the dusk. All the snow and clouds and birds fighting with the wind. My thoughts quiet, and the serene glow takes their place. The sky pulls me in, vast and open. I'm no longer in the sauna. My mind wanders, traveling fjords and ridges, swimming down waterfalls. It's nice to just sit and do nothing. I know, right? If you're just able to, you know? Not take out my phone and get immersed in the constant stream of content and entertainment. Become myself free from all that and let my thoughts roam. Like boring lectures for some reason. I like boring lectures for some reason. I'm forced to sit in a hall for an hour and a half, bored and dreaming. I always leave them with a ton of new ideas and thoughts. Maybe I should look for more occasions to be bored. The door suddenly opens and someone enters the sauna. Ah! You're naked too! Miko. Hey. Hello. I wouldn't see him as the type of person who would be all naked, though I guess, you know, Norwegian people. Though I'm gonna have to ask my friend if he gets all naked too. Good to see him here, actually. I haven't seen him for most today. I think we only said hello to each other at breakfast. I'm glad. I feel comfortable around him. I'd get tense with some stranger around. Now, it feels like we have the sun to ourselves, instead of me having to share it with somebody. How was your day? Draping a towel over it first, Miko propped himself up on the top bench. Quite good. I went to a record store, and then Bjorn took me to a sort of art cafe that was nearby. Art cafe? Huh. What made it an art cafe exactly? Well, you have art, and then you have coffee. Duh. If I understand correctly, they hold concerts and poetry slams there. They'd have to wait until evening for any of the events, though. In any case, it was truly a nice spot. I wouldn't mind going there again, though. Imagine paintings and posters everywhere, on every wall, handwritten menus on notebooks, lots of corners, and semi-private spaces. Sounds nice, yeah. How about you? Quite nice too. Rune took me, Jorgen, and Lake to a tea house, and it was more fun than I thought it'd be. The tea menu had like 60 pages. We ended up trying 4 different teas, and they were very different. I thought at the end of the day, in town was rather unpleasant. After I went to the shore with Rune, someone ran into us, quite literally, and knocked Rune's phone into the sea. Actually, should I be telling him about it? Maybe. He's a close friend, after all, and he knows the stag well. Wait, does he? I don't think Rune would mind. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Miko and Rune interact directly with each other, except for, like, in a group setting. But it was beautiful to see the shore, at least. The sunset was stunning. The harbor, too. I got some nice photos. Poor Rune. Yeah, he's not very happy. What now? Did he get money for a new phone? No. Well, it's complicated. I don't know what to say. Maybe it was a bad idea after all. Because it was a conversational bad end. Maybe if I wasn't finished, I could laugh it off and move to a different topic. I wonder how different it would be if I was born in Portugal. I guess that's kind of a European thing I don't get as an American. Maybe I would be just the same. How much of myself is a product of culture? How much of my upbringing, how much of it comes from some deep core of myself that would stay the same, no matter where I'd grow up. It is funny how the game sometimes does this, where it goes like, how much everybody is brought together by food, no matter your class. Could I be someone different if I tried? Could I be someone different if I tried? I've only ever been myself. But I know others can put myself in their shoes. Wait, I can put myself in their shoes. There are people I know closely. Maybe I won't ever reach the core of what it means to be them. Some all-encompassing empathy. But I know them well enough to know how they function, what they feel, what they think about. But if I started to act like them, reason like them, wouldn't I still be me? But wearing someone else's habits? Or can I change who I am this way? Build myself into something new? Maybe I could change personalities like gloves, depending on situations of people I meet with. I wish I could be someone different sometimes. I could live my life and not care. But like dark. It'd be like... I guess that's probably the thing about my name. Is like, well, dark... Sometimes when people say dark, it's like, my name? No. I have many passions and pour my heart into them, but not feel like a total failure when everything goes wrong. He's so wholesome that I can't help but try my best to act like that around him too, to be the best version of myself. But why is everything falling though? How could I break down like that yesterday? So are we in Rune's perspective? Or are we thinking about Rune's perspective? What's going on with me? We are Rune now. Oh, and geez, I was like, oh, we have all this time, and then all of a sudden it's like, we are Rune. I need to control myself. I need to get better. I have to work more, work harder. My muscles burn as I cut through the cold water like an arrow. That's good. This is what I need. I need to push myself harder, and harder, and harder. You're gonna burn yourself out, dude. And then I can overcome anything. Okay, so I think that's a good time to call it since we're actually at 40 minutes. I was like, bruh, I guess, yeah. So, it's going to be the end of this Let's Play. I hate when I yawn during Let's Plays of visual novel games because I'm like, I'm interested in it, but I fear that if I'm, yawning in it, then it makes it seem like I'm not interested. But I am. I'm just sleepy, and also for some reason, reading makes me tired, or makes me yawn at least. So, yeah, end of this one. So, please comment, because I like comments, don't you like dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. Actually, I mean, I guess you could give me tips, ooh, if you like me YouTube, and hiccups, would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the various topic grow. And please remember to spay and neuter your animals to have control of the pet population. And until next time, let's play me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus. Oh, and since we're already here, let us look it up. It's funny that for Broken Harbors, it's Rune getting railed. Spoiler alert. I mean, I would see him as a Dom, but there is another Dom that seems dummy. Now, what was I thinking? Sorry, I was thinking of Hot Deer and Gay Sex. Right, membership. Let's see, I think I was at Bat level, which was like $3 a month, but then I went up to Lively Lion, which is $5 a month, so that I could get Broken Harbors. But I think you can get Broken Harbors for free right now. There is a 100% discount. I might do that at some point. I mean, it depends on how long it is. As a side play, I'm not sure. But I might not actually read it because, like, there's so many things to do. It's just easier to just read it and do commentary, Yeah, anyways, until next time. Oh, another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus. Thanks and see ya.